Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today I will be discussing race, nationalism and culture. So you all know, because you all have been keeping track with my life and my schooling, so you all know that I've been doing a culture course, and the culture course is titled Race, Nationalism and Culture. So every week I've been doing vlogs about the different topics and certain opinions and concepts that I learned. So today I will be talking about week 10, and week 10 deals with race, nation and culture, and I just want to talk about what stood out to me. I'm going to try to give you a summary of what our lecturer spoke about, and I would also speak about my opinion. I also link it back to where I am from, which is Trinidad and Tobago, as you all know, and I will also try to answer questions if we have time. Okay, so firstly, what stood out to me was Anderson, and Anderson wrote a book called Imagine Communities, and basically he was saying that this whole idea that we know each other based on identity and nationhood is false. So he was like, you know what, the distinction between race and nation here are blurred, as politics of race comes from the conceptions of nation belonging. This stood out to me because it actually makes sense. Like, we don't know everybody in Trinidad and Tobago, yet still we believe that we are this big national community and that we must follow what the state and what they perceive us to be as a citizen. So we have to follow, nationhood and symbols, and for example, like the national anthem. Everybody has to know the national anthem, everybody has to know the watchwords, everybody has to participate in carnival. Like, if you don't participate in carnival, it's like, what? Or you cannot participate in carnival. Like, that is what a Trinidadian, this is what being a Trinidadian is. And knowing about your culture and different stuff. But what stood out to me is that he was saying that we are actually connected through language, and also connected through our experiences, and we're also connected to what the state they built on and constructed as our nation. So we kind of conform to what the state said. This is what we are, this is who I am, this is what a Trinidadian is, this is what it means to be a Trinidadian. What stood out to me, and this stood out to me from the beginning of the course, was nationalism, and how powerful nationalism is, especially to a country, and the damage that nationalism has done to countries and to Trinidad and Tobago, especially the Caribbean and Trinidad and Tobago. So just giving you a quick summary of what nationalism is. So nationalism is defined as loyalty and devotion to a nation, especially a sense of national consciousness, and exalting one's nation above all others, and placing primary emphasis on promotion of its culture and interest as opposed to those of other nations and supranational groups. Oh my gosh, that word was hard to pronounce. So nationalism basically was used in the 18th century as a common way to define and promote a nation, and this also sparked in the 18th and 19th century from the French and American Revolution. And as you know, the French Revolution, the watchwords were liberty, equality and fraternity, and this spread to the American Revolution, and this is the whole idea of democracy. This is why Americans also believe in liberty, equality and fraternity. And this whole new age of nationalism it also influenced the Caribbean, and in the Caribbean this whole idea of nationalism this is why we wanted our independence, and we were like working towards gaining freedom and also developing our nation states. Like, because of our experiences with Britain and our colonial past, we wanted to, like, I guess, be separate and be our own. Like, this is what Caribbean is, this is what Trinidad and Tobago means, this is what Barbados means, and it shouldn't have any influence of European culture or American culture. It's supposed to represent Trinidad and Tobago, because that's what nationalism is actually, you know what, a sense of national consciousness, exalting that this is a nation, and emphasis on promotion of culture and stuff. But in my opinion, I don't believe, well, speaking on Trinidad, I don't believe that we have reached like that point of nationalism, like promoting our culture and interest, and, you know, being separated from other nations. I feel like there's still a lot of influence of European culture, like the British, and there's also a heavy influence of Americanization, which is like the American culture, pop culture in Trinidad and Tobago. Like, you see it all the time. Yes, some people would argue that, oh, we have carnival, and we have like our own independence, we have our own prime minister, our own president. Yes, we do. But if you do your history on it, it's still linked to Britain somehow. We are still like controlled by Britain. The influence of the British is still very prominent in Trinidad and Tobago. The influence of America is very prominent in Trinidad and Tobago. Look at the way like we dress. It's not unique. Like, we pop culture, we play more pop culture music, we play more rap, hip-hop, and even Jamaican music more than our own. I know recently we, like, radio stations, they started to like play Trinidad music, like our music, and even when you listen to that music, there's like Jamaican dialogue. There isn't Creole, like Trinidad, and I can say like, okay, this is Trini music. No, you're getting that Jamaican vibes. Like, so I don't feel like we are like distinctive. Like, yes, we are distinctive in some aspects, that okay, this is carnival, we make carnival, and sometimes like our delicacies, our food, like this is Trini, but we still have a long way to go to be represented as a nation, because we still are dependent on America, we're still dependent on Britain. You can still see the presence of these people in Trinidad. So I don't feel like we have reached that full potential of nationalism. We are somewhat there, we are trying, there's evidence, but we still have a long way to go. And it would be great as like a student of culture course, a student of history, a student of communication, like seeing that there's a breakdown and a shift away from, you know, Europe, and a shift from Britain, and a shift from America, and, you know, our culture, our nation being represented as Trinidadian, and what Trinidadian is and what it means, and not based on what like politicians say we should be, but what it means to be a Trini for ourselves. Like Trinidad is a cosmopolitan nation. There's a lot of different cultures. We should show these cultures, and it should represent what we are, not like what the states say we should be. It should be like a personal choice. This is who I am, this is why I'm a Trinidadian, and this is why, you know, it is important for me to show this. It shouldn't be like something that the state has, you know, like influenced us to be and control us to be. To me, it's supposed to be a personal choice. Like, you're supposed to be proud to say, I am a Trinidadian. I'm supposed to go on social media and know that, listen, this is what I am a Trini. I should be able to see, just like how Jamaicans. If you want more videos like this, give me a thumbs up, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will post more content like this. See you later.